How does the deportation process work in America? Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States at our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. In this video, we're going to talk about the deportation process from start to finish. So, if you are an immigrant in the United States and you lack status, or if you have status and you've committed a crime, you might receive a notice to appear. A notice to appear is a document set to you by the Immigration Customs Enforcement setting forth why they believe you are deportable from the United States. And so the notice to appear might be served on you personally, or it might come to you in the mail. Sometimes USCIS will refer a case over to ICE, say after they deny a green card case, or if there's something that they see that renders the person inadmissible and deportable, then they will notify ICE, and ICE will send you this notice to appear in the mail. It'll have your name on it, it'll have your alien number, and then it'll have some facts about you. Your name is Joe Schmo. You are not a citizen of the United States. You are a citizen of Brazil. You entered the United States on January 10th, 2019. You entered on a B1, B2 visa. You overstayed your visa and you have no reason or legal basis to stay in the United States. Then they'll cite the statutory provisions as to why you're supposed to be deported. And that's how you know that you are in deportation or removal proceedings. Deportation and removal are the same thing. You should also receive a court date with an address telling you where it is that you need to go for your deportation hearing. And when you show up to that hearing, eventually you're going to see the judge, and the master calendar hearing is what that's called. The first time you go to see a judge, it's called a master calendar hearing. And every time you go to see the judge, except for your trial, will be called a master calendar hearing, an MCH. And at the first master calendar hearing, the judge might expect you to have a lawyer or might ask you how you wish to plead. And you're going to have to either admit or deny each of the allegations, and you're going to have to admit or deny the statutory reasons why you are to be deported. And then you also have the right to raise a defense. So you can say your defense to deportation. You can maybe claim asylum, or that you're eligible for cancellation, or there's some other legal reason why you should be able to stay in the United States. You need to be very careful about what you admit or deny. Generally, it's not a good idea to admit anything. You want the government to have to prove to the judge that you are deportable for these reasons. I wouldn't admit anything now. I would instead make sure that you are fighting it and leaving it out there and making the government go through the paces of proving up that you are deportable. And so you'll keep going to master calendar hearings. Eventually you'll get what's called an individual hearing. Your individual hearing is actually your trial. It'll be set for 3 or 4 hours, maybe 2 hours, depending on the complexity of the case. And that's where you'll actually have the trial for whether or not you get to stay in the United States. There'll be an immigration judge who's appointed by the president and the executive branch, and then you'll have a government attorney who's trying to deport you. And so we'll cover the individual hearings in another video, but that's the process. Basically, you receive this notice to appear, you show up to court, you admit or deny the allegations in the notice to appear, and then you fight it out over whether or not you're supposed to be deported. That's how the process works from start to finish. Right now we're seeing individual hearings set years and years apart. Donald Trump, who just got elected president, says he's going to deport people a whole lot faster. We'll see about that. The courts are already backlogged. The last time I heard, our court in Kansas City had about 55,000 open files and only 3 judges. So you can do the math and see that this is a long, slow process. So if you find yourself in deportation and are looking for representation, please give us a call at 314-961-8200. Email us info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. If you're just looking for free advice, there's nothing wrong with that. Just join us in our Facebook group. It's called Immigrant Home. We'd love to see you there. We also have a YouTube channel where I have hundreds and hundreds of videos about all different kinds of immigration topics. And we also have our live show where I go live 3 or 4 times a week trying to answer as many immigration law related questions as I can. You can come on there, you can subscribe to the channel, or you can text the word show to 314-470-3300, SHOW, and you'll get an alert whenever we're about to go live. And finally, make sure to follow us on TikTok @ImmigrationHacking. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.